run down last year's top 16. It was William Byron, Martin Truex, Denny Hamlin, Chris Buescher, Kyle Busch, Kyle Larson, Christopher Bell, Ross Chastain, Brad Keselowski, Tyler Reddick, Joey Logano, Ryan Blaney, Michael McDowell, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Kevin Harvick, and Bubba Wallace. So that was the list. To me, I'm not going to go a big, massive breakdown. I'm just going to give it raw, authentic, nothing too crazy. So let's throw it up. We're going to start off a couple of no-brainers. William Byron's going to easily make it. Dude won 6 races last year. Going to be good. Martin Truex, regular season champion. I expect the big things from him again. Denny Hamlin. He's Denny Hamlin. He's going to win a race. Kyle Busch, 3 races, 3 wins last year, is going to make it. Kyle Larson, going to make it. Christopher Bell is going to make it. And then we get into Chris Buescher. To me, I think he'll make it again. The RK is strong. They've proven they're going to be good. They're making a bunch of changes. They have a whole new, different, they're really innovating their technology. They're buying more resources. They're improving. That team's going to be really, really good for a long time. And I expect Chris Buescher to really show his talent. And he's really getting the opportunity to do it now at RFK and really show why he's a really good race car driver. Now we go into number 8. Ross Chastain, Watermelon Man. Definitely a slower, not the best season. He started really fast and was really competitive early in the season. A lot of drama with him. And then there wasn't much. Then he won Nashville, and then after that he was pretty much quiet. Even in the playoffs, had some sparks there and there, but then got eliminated. But then the last race of the season, Phoenix comes home, wins the championship race. Didn't win the championship, but won that championship race, and that's definitely got to be a lot of momentum to me. Where I think if I believe Ross Chastain, if he makes it, which I believe he will, if he can be a lot more consistent in the playoffs and have a little more playoff points, I could see him making the championship 4 and being a top favorite to win the championship. And number 9, Brad Keselowski, team owner of RFK, didn't win a race last year, but was really up competitive in points. I think at once he was top 5 in points. He was very, very close to winning on the Super Speedways. I think this year he breaks through and wins, in my opinion, multiple races. I see him being really, really good. RFK, they're a Tier 1 Ford team. They're going to be good. I think Brad, some people always say he's not his prime, he ain't the same anymore, but I really do believe I believe that Brad has a lot of energy, a lot of fire, and a lot of hunger under him that he wants to go and prove that he still has it. He can still win, and he can win in his own car. So I see Brad Keselowski making the playoffs. And number 10, I got Tyler Reddick. 2011, won 3 races last year. He was the best out of the 2. Really made that team better. After first year, 2011, Kurt Busch is done. He comes in, and he shows his talent. He's a talented race car driver, and he's a very good race car driver. And I think he's going to be the top dog again this year in 2011, in my opinion. I think he'll lead in wins. And I think him and Bubba really work well together. In 2011, they're going to be fast again. They have a brand new shop, more space. They got a lot more resources. They still have alliance with Joe Goods Racing. I see him making the playoffs. I see him winning the race. At number 11, got Joey Logano. Won 1 race last year, won Atlanta. But besides that, yes, up and down year. Penske had an up and down regular season. Was not the best overall year for Logano, but for some reason he was still, his top 10s were still pretty good. His stats actually were still pretty good, even though it was very much a down year in wins. He still was very, very, very good. And I think this year, they're going to be much better. They got a new Mustang that is aligned with Front Row Motorsports now. I think this Ford body. I think the Ford car really hurt a lot of the Ford teams last year. They were down in the aerodynamics. They were down in their intermediate stuff. But the short track, they were decent. And that's kind of what you saw in Team Penske. They slowly got better. When it mattered most in the end, we saw with Ryan Blaney winning that championship, which was most of his wins besides Talladega and Charlotte were both on short tracks, which that's where they had the closest in overall speed when it came to most of the cars they were racing against. So I see Joe Logano making it in with a win. At number 12, who is someone that drives the number 12 and just most recently won the NASCAR Cup Series Championship? Oh wait, it's Ryan freaking Blaney. Look, he didn't have a great regular season last year, right? He did have that Coast 600 win. That was a dominant win, an impressive win, especially due to the fact that the Fords were struggling in the intermediates at that time. Right, it had a slow, quiet regular season, struggles, but then when it came to the playoffs, when it mattered most, he made it happen. He won Talladega, and then he won Martinsville, dominating Martinsville, and then when it mattered most in the championship race, he outbeat Joe Gibbs and Hendrick Motorsports and took home another championship for Roger Penske. I see him getting another win and trying to go for a back-to-back championship run. Number 13. This guy did not win a race last year, and he didn't make the playoffs last year. But as long as he doesn't do anything stupid by snowboarding and breaking a bone, I expect him to make the playoffs. At number 13, we got Chase Elliott. Look, man, he's racing for Hendrick Motorsports, most popular driver. He's dang good. I think he's going to be a lot more responsible this year. I don't see him doing anything dumb. And I see him getting a win. And I see him having a big year. I think he'll have a multi-win season. I think you're going to see his former glory return. Now, I don't know. I want to be interested to see how much. I don't think they don't have a new body this year. They don't have a new Chevy, didn't upgrade. They kept it the same. I would say that right now, we haven't seen much. I think it'll be a little slow for some of these teams like Toyota and Ford to kind of catch up on this new body. And I was also hearing that the changes that these teams made were after all the final changes they made were all before the new aero package that just came out. So a lot of those changes the changes that they made were all for the current one, aero package when it came to, short tracks, intermediates. So now they're going to have to probably adapt to this new package. And some of the changes they made to the body may, not be helpful. It may be a disadvantage. So we'll see there. So I still expect the Chevys to be the really good team out of the game. And of course, Chase Elliott, I think, will be a top dog for them. And number 14. Definitely was a little bit of a disappointment year, regular season. Didn't have any wins. But they make the playoffs and make it to the round of 12. The second 2311 car, Bubba Wallace. I expect Bubba Wallace to make the playoffs, but I expect him to win. Every year, I believe he's improved, and I expect him to take a bigger leap this year. I think he's learned a lot, he's matured a lot, he's a smart race car driver, he's a way better race car driver, and I expect him to get a win in the regular season. I could see him win multiple races. He's smart. He's experienced what it's like to be up and down. He's going to have a good crew chief, good team, good spotter. I expect Bubba Wallace to have a win and make it to the playoffs this year. Next one. Last year, he was the young rookie. The up-and-comer. Showed a lot of potential. Almost won a couple races. And a lot of people have been saying this guy's making it, and I believe so too. I got Ty Gibbs, 2023 Rookie of the Year, to make the playoffs this year. I think he's going to be good. I see him winning the race. He showed that potential. You could see it. He was right out. He was this close for making the playoffs last year until he got wrecked in Daytona. Racing, bubble racing with Bubba Wallace. He's going to be good. You see the potential. He ain't no rich grandpa type driver. Just because his grandpa, maybe Joe Gibbs, the boy can drive. And you can see it. So I expect big things from Ty Gibbs. And I expect him to win and make the playoffs for the first time in his career. At number 16, we still got Alex Bowman. We still got Ricky Stenhouse Jr. We still got Spire Cars, Corey LaJoy, Zane Smith, Carson Hocevar. We got all SHR, Chase Briscoe, Ryan Preece, Noah Gragson. But last at number 16, he made the playoffs last year. And I think with his new alliance with Team Penske and winning it at Indy last year, I think Michael McDowell makes the playoffs again in back-to-back years. I think he's good. I really think the momentum's there. I think they're gonna get like way more support. They got a massive alliance with Team Penske, which to me, they're gonna get a lot more resources than they got last year. I feel like a better team, a bigger team. Bob Jenkins, who is the owner of Front Row Motorsports, really cares about this team. He's done a lot. He's been in the sport for a long time, and I expect them to be really, really successful again. And I wouldn't be shocked to see multiple wins from Michael McDowell this year. So that's it. That's how 16 drivers. Let me know how you think. Let me know who you would not have in and who you would have in. But I'm excited for the season. I'm looking forward to getting to it.